Today I am making a Tree of Life pendant with some rhodonite beads and some gold flash obsidian beads. I'm using black wire. I know I thought I was stopping with the black wire after Halloween, but I wanted to use the black wire with these rhodonite beads. I thought it would look great, better than the copper wire with the black in those beads. So I'm using kind of the same pattern on each branch. On the last two branches, I added one more of the 4 mil beads just because I wanted them to be a little bit longer to reach the center better. So I made 6 branches. After you've made your branches, take the center two most branches and twist them together, locking around where the chain is going to go. Then add the remaining branches one at a time, working your way down the trunk of the tree. Once you have added all of the branches, then separate out the little ends to become the roots and wrap them one at a time around the base of the hoop using your pliers to flatten down the little end. This is 26 gauge wire for the branches, so even though it's a little bit long, it compresses down nicely when you wrap it around the hoop, so I didn't end up trimming any of it off. And it also is easier to reposition once you have wrapped all the roots around and flattened the ends down if you want the trunk to be in a slightly different position. So it's much more flexible than the 24 gauge wire in that respect. So I did end up tweaking the position of the trunk a little bit once I had added all of the roots. And then I like to go back in with my tweezer nose pliers and gnarl the roots and gnarl the branches just to give it that little bit more of an organic shape. And then this one is done.